Om Devadeva Jagannatha Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Yaduttama Yuttava Shloka Narayana Namostute Devadeva Jagannatha. Devadeva means the Lord of Lords. Jagannatha, the Master of the Universe. Punya Shravana Kirtanaha. The most sacred act in this world is for a man is to listen to glorification of the Lord and chanting the name. Chanting is Kirtana, listening is Shravana. So that is the most secret, most powerful medicine for the people who want to join in liberation. Then Yaduttama Uttama Shloka. Yadu means Yadu Vamsam. He comes from Yadu Vamsam. Yadu Vamsam started from Yayati from Kazakhstan. Yayati has got from first son is Yadu. He is the dynasty Yadu Vamsam. They came down from Kazakhstan to Uzbekistan, then Balochistan, then Afghanistan, then Pakistan. Then they came to Kashmir, they came to Punjab. Punjab, they saw a lot of rivers are there. And again, they're very happy to have rivers because Kazakhstan is not much of rivers. Either too cold or too hot. So they came here. Then from Kashmir, they came down further. From Punjab, they came down further. They saw Ganga and Yamuna. And Saraswati is the only river which is flowing to the west. So those four, they all settled down in Vrindavan, Mathura, where on the banks of Yamuna. That is Yaduvamsa, and their profession becomes cowherds. Whereas the Puru, his dynasty becomes Kuru, K-U-R-U. Kuru means action. They're all in action. They're all warriors, Rajaputs, like that. So naturally, they consider this Yaduvamsa is a low caste because they're cowards, Yadavas, cowherds. But what Krishna did was, Krishna's sister Subhadra was given to Arjuna. Arjuna is from Kuruvamsam. Similarly, Kunti, Bhoja is another leader. So there are so many leaders of Yadu clan was there. One of the leaders was Bhoja. His daughter was Kunti. Kunti was given to Pandu, son of Santanam. So like that, the Yaduvamsam and Kuruvamsam started mixing together. Like that. So this is Yadu Uttama, that is, he is the most sacred, most popular, he is always number one among the Yadu dynasty. Then Uttama Shloka, he is always addressed by chosen words or sublime words. Narayana, Nara plus Ayana, Narayana, congregation of all the living souls in the universe. Ayana, resting place. All the living souls of the world of the universe, the resting place is the heart of Narayana. That is Narayana, Namostute. Last time, I forgot to mention such a thing which I want to bring it to you now. That when Akrura took the Krishna and Balrama in his chariot, when I was about to leave Vrindavan to Mathura, the Gopas and Gopikas found out that the Krishna is living. So they are all shocked and astonished and ran toward the chariot and stopped it. How can you leave us alone and go? You want us to die? They started shouting in the road. Immediately Krishna got down and took them away. No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm with you. And he started considering, you remember when you were born, you lived for me when you were a child. Then afterwards, when you become your age between 5 to 10, and we are all being working, playing, dancing, Leela, Rasa Leela and all those things, that is, you are playing with me. Now, you are going to play in me and I am going to play in you. So that means, even though physically I am going away, I am in you. You have already caught me. You already bound my form in your heart. Where is the question of crying? Did I not tell you in the beginning? Yadu Nam, I forgot, I'm sorry. Madanatil Yajaranti Naham Tebyo Managapi. Madanitra Jananti means I do not know anybody else but you. You also do not know anybody else but me. So where is the question of separation? No, no. I'm with you. You see, you can go home, happily enjoy my presence in you, my past presence. I'm there. He does not come to you whenever you want it. I'll certainly come to you wherever I am. He convinced them. He convinced them. Only convinced them he started moving. Similarly, another example I want to give in the life of our Swami. So I was driving the car from Bangalore, from Puttaparthi to Bangalore, and Swami's Benz, red colored Mercedes. Somehow or other, the Sai Gita came to know, I don't know, somebody must have told him or some signal. So she shouted when you were chained. She was chained. Immediately the mouth went there, removed all the chain. She came to the gate and stood there. Road. And when you stood there, she saw the moment she saw the red car, she lifted his trunk and she make a noise. Immediately Swami said, Nilupu, stop the car. For 20 feet, 25 feet away, I stopped the car. He got down, he took an apple, then he went there and put his hand on the trunk and murmuring something. I could see the lip movement of Swami. Then he put his apple in his mouth, then tapped for some time. After 1 or 2 minutes, then he lifted its trunk, nodding his head, and he came back and sat in the car. I asked him, Swami, what did you speak? You were speaking something? No, I was telling you that I'll come. Vachestan. I'll be back. Be with me. I'll be back. She heard? Yes, she heard. Oh my God. Then apple? No apple. You took apple from here, Swami. Yeah, that apple, for you it looks like apple. For you, materially apple. The moment I put it in the mouth, it becomes a vibhuti. For Sai Gita, so much of vibhuti. Yeah, okay, look at the body. For you, a small pinch is enough for you, for your body, for that body. That is the reason why Sai Gita is more pure. She is a virgin. He is not married to anybody. No question of a child. So she is almost a sannyasi, spinster, no marriage, nothing. So that is what it indicates. See how determined she is and how determined you people are. This is what Swami says. Anyway, now let us come back to Mathura. Mathura, I told you last time the defeat, the killing of Kamsa and all those things. The immediate first thing K and Balarama did, they went to prison to offer their prostration to Mother Yashoda and Vasudeva, and followed by Nanda Maharaja. Nanda Maharaja did not know till then that they are the children of Devaki and Vasudeva. They thought they are the children of Nanda and Yashoda. Garga Mahamuni, who is the chief priest of Yadavamsa in Mathura, he revealed at that time, see, you were only brought them up, but they were born to these people. So it is their duty to offer their respective obeisances to their parents. So these people went there, and then Devaki knew, Vasudeva knew, but they did not want to reveal because Kamsa might kill them. Now Kamsa is not there. They are afraid to. They are free to talk to Krishna. When Krishna went there, and said Devaki started crying. He said, Mother, see, we have come here, even if for a man, even if he live for 100 years, he cannot repay the debts to their parents who have given this body. How can what is it that I can do for you? He said, no, I am so unfortunate, Devaki says. What is it you are unfortunate, Mother? See, the moment you were born, you were taken away. I could not give my milk to you. I could not bring you up. Am I not deserted? I am deserted I am living a life of desert without you. So I am so unfortunate. Durudrushtam means I am unfortunate. No mother. See, this is what I wanted you to see me when I am in Yavana. In the jail, in the prison, you will not be in a position to take care of me in the prison. Because they give whatever the little fruit they give, you are eating it, and you will not be in a position to take care of it. So it is a destiny that I made them go there. I brought it. Then Nanda Maharaja was Not only, I can't say he's disappointed. He was one, oh, so you are not, so I am not his father. Yashoda is not his mother. So this was they felt it. The moment Krishna knew that this man is feeling like this, immediately he went to Nanda Maharaja and told them, I'm coming. I'm coming to see my mother Yashoda. In the presence of Devaki and Vasudeva, he says to Nanda Maharaja, I am coming to see, offer my gratitude to the mother, to the mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda. This is what he says. So that means Nanda Maharaja still felt that Krishna has got some. I mean, he felt little. He was disappointed, but somehow other he slowly he became accepting that statement. Then I wanted you to please go back. Tell your mother Yashoda that I'm coming. I'm coming. Tell all the people in Vrindavan, you tell them that I'm coming. I am there with them and they are with me. So he assured them, he went away. Then he came to Vasudeva's father is Surasena. Surasena is the minister of Ugrasena. Ugrasena is the father of Kamsa, father of Devaki. Devaki is the wife of Vasudeva. So Ugrasena, Surasena are sambandhis. But still Ugrasena is the king, Surasena is the mother, is a minister. Is a minister. So the Garga Mahamuni was the chief priest. So this Garga Mahamuni called these two boys. Now you are 15 years. You are supposed to have learned at the age of 5. At the age of 5, Namakarna ceremony was not done for you legally, spiritually. Now I informed Devaki and Vasudeva to do another ceremony for you. This is called Dvija Bandhu. Dvija Bandhu. We call it today as Namakarna ceremony. In those days it was known as Dvija Bandhu. Dvija means twice born. He was born first with his mother and father, then afterward spiritually he is born. That is called Dvija Bandhu. That time the names were given. So Vasudeva and Devaki did the same ceremony once again. Though the names were Krishna and Balarama, names, they say officially now you are known as Krishna because as a father, as a mother we are telling you and telling the Balarama like that. That is known as the ceremony. After the ceremony, Garga Mahamuni called them. See, all up to age of 15, you are only looking after covers, giving your pleasure, Rasa Leela to the people of Vrindavan, but you are not gone to any school. Therefore, I suggest at the age of 15, though you are 15, I want you to go to my disciple Sandipani, my disciple. He is not in Mathura, he is near Kasi. There is a place called Avantipura near Kasi. Please go there and tell them that I have sent you. And at the age of 15, and at that time Sudama also happened to be there, and he requested Garga Mahamuni, please allow me to go along with them. And all the three they agreed. So they went. So they went to Sandipani in Mathura, living. Before they left, they called Uddhava. Uddhava was the Vasudeva's brother's son. So that means cousin brother. And Uddhava is very calm, quiet, very delighted, very devotional feeling of Krishna. He called it. He elder to Krishna in age. He called him. See, I am leaving for Mathura. And Vrindavan people are very afraid. They're disappointed. They're waiting for me. I want you to go there, take my chariot, use my dress, have my turban with peacock. Because when I go to ashram, I cannot have turban and peacock. So you wear it, go and please them. Don't get upset. They will shout at you. They will show all their feelings, shouting, emotional feeling. Keep quiet, take patience, stay for a couple of months till I come back. I will take at least a few months to come back. You should also take a few months to come back to Mathura. Let's go there. Now we'll talk about Mathura, what happened in Kasi and Avanti. Now we'll come back to Vrindavan. So Vrindavan, this man came, and Mathura, Vrindavan, he already met Nanda Maharaja. Nanda Maharaja met Uddhava. So therefore he directly went to Uddhava's house in the evening about 7 o'clock and left the chariot there. He went there, he offered his gratitude to his mother, Yashoda, and to mother, he told Mother, see, I'm yours, I'm yours. I'm brother of Krishna. He says, I'm brother of Krishna. He says, so at least you are happy. Somebody has come from Mathura on behalf of Krishna. I treat him as my own son. That's what Yashoda said. So next day morning, the Gopas and Gopikas saw a chariot. Very Krishna's chariot. And then they came. In the meanwhile, Uddhava came out of the house with the same dress and turban. So they saw him at a distance. Krishna must have come. So they came very near and found out he is not Krishna. He looked like Krishna, but he is not Krishna. They were thoroughly disappointed. Then Nanda Maharaja told them he has come from Mathura with instructions from Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna also sent a message. These Gopikas and Gopas were not at all happy. They frustrated. Then asked him in a very unparliamentary manner, why did you come? So he says, I have come here on behalf of your Lord Krishna, to please you, to be with you, to wipe off your tears. I started to make you happy, to make you blissful. They said, nobody can make us happy except Krishna. You unnecessarily waste your time to come over here. And that too you are wasting, you are putting his chariot and you are putting his dress. What is all this? Oh, I did not wear this thing. I was asked to wear by Krishna in order to give you some pleasure. So this is all imitation. Not imitation. I am coming straight from Krishna. Krishna wanted me to be with you, to convince you. And one woman said, see, Krishna left us, suffering us, deserting us. See, he acted us as if we are only for them. Now he has gone to Mathura. So Mathura ladies are the city women. He is going to place them, he is going to do Ras Leela with them. So he left us, one woman. So Mathura, the Uddhava did not want to answer because he was told to Krishna, don't answer anything, just keep on listening. So another Gopika said, see, we are not Ganika. Just because Krishna left us and we are not in a position to, we will not go to another man. Our heart is given to Krishna. It's all right. If he does not go, it's all right. We are prepared to suffer. It's okay. So one woman, out of all frustration, emotional. And Radha says, Radha is only to talk about. He gave us a definite vara, a boon that we are in his heart and he is in our heart. But still, our mind is so much worried unless we see him for a moment. We feel uncomfortable. So this is what we feel. Another woman says, we brought some message from. We don't want to read the message. Who wants to read the message? We don't want that message. Krishna has given me personally. He wrote a letter and gave it to you. Then they kept quiet. Another woman says, you see, why? Krishna can he fool us like this? He fooled us. See, we are all taken aback. We stopped all these things. We did not do anything except Krishna. He told us so many times that he is for us only. Now why did he leave? See, like that, everybody was pouring their emotional feelings of losing Krishna. That only shows their love, not because they are angry or emotional, because of the love for God. Then Uddhava kept on listening, one by one. Each one is showing so many things. Then another woman says, if he not tell them, if he does not come as physically and see us, we are all going to die. Then at that time Uddhava opened his mouth. You cannot die because he is in your heart. Then only they are able to understand that God is in our heart. As long as God is in our heart, we cannot leave the body. So your statement is wrong, my dear mother. So he is there in you. Now you know. You cannot live. Come on, die. Let us see. Can you die? You cannot. Unless he goes out of the body. He will not go. He is there in you. He is going to please you. He is going to give all enjoyment to you. The very question of going. Don't think like that. Then they said what to. Then they are able to some extent. I read out the message. You see, I read out the message. One woman who saw the letter. See, you want to read out probably tears may come from my eyes. That may fall on the message. I don't want to. I don't want to know. Radha says no. Let us know. Krishna, he has sent it. Whatever he sends it with love for us. So first of all, let us imagine. Let us have that feeling that he is for us and he does it with love. All right. Please read out. Read out. Then he said, my dear devotees, he called them as devotees. How can I be separated from you? And how can you be separated from me? Don't have that feeling that I am separate, you are separate. It is impossible for me to separate from you. It is impossible for you to separate from me. Don't have that feeling. I am with you. And I see and I will certainly come. I will certainly come whenever you want. I will appear for you. I will please you. Even though you are going to please mentally, physically you did. That's already the beginning. The beginning. Now you must enjoy my presence in your heart. I am there. Wherever I am going, I am going with you. I am going with you. I am carrying with you. So therefore, you please continue to be with us. And then the letter was happy, and they said, okay, please tell Krishna that we are all suffering for want of his presence. Please let him come. So Uttava slowly he goes there. Then this is what Uttava stayed there for a couple of months. He did not go back to Mathura. So he was asked not to come till the entire people of Vrindavan accept that we are happy. You make everybody happy. That's what he said. So now here what happened in the case of Avantipura, these people went. When they went there, they offered their respect to obeisances to the Sandeepani teacher. That vidhi paripratena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshate jnanam jnaninas tattva. He says, if you want to learn the Vedic knowledge and also the other Vedic culture, be paripratena, do shirasanga namaskaram to me. Pariprashnena, then you can ask your doubts, then I will clear all your doubts, be a menial servant till you gain wisdom. Then I then I open it. But this is for all general people. But Krishna, we know who you are. When you are sent by Garga Mahamani, that means you are not an ordinary child. Ordinary child. Okay. Then he started talking about Vedic essence of Vedas, the essence of Upanishads. Then he comes up back to Dhanur Veda. Dhanur Veda means it is military science. Military science means how to fight. This kind of military science is archery, sword, SAW, the sword, then mace, then is wheel. All this, how to use it. This is military science. So he was taught to military science. Then later on, there is political science. He was taught by political science. What is the political science? First is Sandhi. How to make peace between the two people who are fighting. Learn that knack of creating unity between them. That is Sandhi. Second, when the war is declared for war, then you are ready. Vigraha. Vigraha means how to make arrangements for the war to ready when the enemies come. Be ready. It's full of confidence. Full of confidence. You have to beat your enemies there. That is Vigraha. Make ready to fight war. If you don't be ready to fight war, apart from Sandhi, that is okay. When the enemies come, there is no question of Sandhi. Then you have to fight. Next comes Yana. Yana means how to march. How to march in the war. You can't run. You have to watch. You have to be careful. You have to hide someplace. But hiding is now. Those days there was no hiding. The king has to be in the first But today the king is not there. The leader of the army is in the house, walking, giving instruction. But there, the king has to be in the front. Has to be in the front. Therefore, you must know how to march. You must sit on a horse. You must sit on an elephant. You must sit on a palanquin. How to do it. He teaches. Then how to sit before parents. How to sit before Yana means marching. Next is asana. Asana means how to sit before your parent, how to sit before your youngster, how to sit before your teacher. You must also know that his spinal cord should always be straight. Most of us, for us, the spinal cord bent down because we sit there for about a few minutes, again your body bends. There is not so. As long as you are listening, always body should not be bent, spinal cord should not be bent. He taught that how to keep the spinal cord ready. Then comes Dvaida. Dvaida means if two enemies are powerful and you are single, how to divide them? How to divide and rule? How to divide them? That is Dvaida. Divide them. Praise one person, and so that he will come to you. Then you join together and beat him. You must know the story of Gori Muhammad. Gori Muhammad, after Ghazni Muhammad came, looted the Somapura Devalayam. He took away the 12 feet statue, Vigraha of Soma Devalaya, and he took it to grab. It was grabbed all over from Somapur to Ghazni by a horse. He put it as a first step towards his wife to go to his wife's chamber. He has to put his leg on that statue. That is Ghazni Muhammad. 17 times he invaded, 17 times he looted. Now Gori Muhammad was there in the same place in Ghazni. Now here Chandra Raja is there in Jaipur, he was the king. And Prithvi Raj was there in Delhi, he was also a king. Prithvi Raja, a very man of culture, man of stubborn, confidence, he's a fighter, warrior, full of confidence, and at the same time romantic. And this Chandraharcha has a daughter called Samvikta. Now Samvikta loved Prithvi Raja, but Prithvi Raja did not give proper respect to the Chandraharcha, the father-in-law. So he rejected him. She arranged a Swayamvara for the marriage for Samvikta without inviting Prithvi Raj. Now what Prithvi Raj did was, he knew that Samvikta will not marry anybody else other than him. So he came there as a servant, as a soldier. He stood at the gate. When he stood at the gate, Samvikta came with the garland. They knew that this fellow is coming there at the gate. She garlanded him. He simply took away without waiting for anything. He took away to Delhi. So the Chandrahasa was very much disappointed. You know what? I must take vengeance. My daughter was kidnapped, eloped, not even eloped, kidnapped. Eloped means she with willing. He says he kidnapped her. So I must teach him a lesson. Then this Chandrahasa goes to Gori Muhammad. Goes to Gori Muhammad, come on, I'm with you, let us join together and beat Prithvi Raj. With the help of Chandrahasa, the Rajput king, Gori Muhammad came from Ghazni and arrested Prithvi Raja and made him blind. He removed his eyes. Prithvi Raja still was a hero, still was a hero. And he was pierced with so many arrows and finally died. But Samvikta saw that Prithvi Raja died, she also died. Then Chandrahasa left. I did so much to get back my daughter. My daughter also did. What a fool I am. So this is known as dividing rule. This is what Britishers divide and rule. Now between North India and South India. North India they call them Aryas, A-R-Y-A. Dravidians here call it Dravidas in South India. So they give English dictionary. If you see English dictionary in those days, before 1947, Arya means civilized people. Dravida means forest dwellers. This is the definition he gave. But Vyasa, I told you, Vyasa gives a definition for Dravida. The entire south of India mountains. India mountains means somewhere near Nagpur. So before that, all are known as Dravida. There is one Dravida. That is no question of Andhra, Kerala, Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Andhra, Karnataka, all joined together. All together was known as Dravida. And the name was given after Rama left. After coming left, he walked by barefoot all these 14 years in the entire Dravida Desa, and he only gave the name as Dravida. Name was given by Lord Rama. I think our people, DMK people, should know about it. Name was given by Lord Rama, and they criticize the Lord Rama. So Dravida means one who is eligible to do devotional service. That is the reason why, because of the devotional service, you will see a lot of temples in South India. Every village, almost every village has got a temple. Whereas that kind of thing is not there in North, not there. And here we got more Sanskrit scholars in South than in North. For example, you must know in what is that? In Nepal, Kathmandu, the chief priest is from South Tamilian. So people are there. Everywhere, most of the people are like that. See, so that's why the Dravida Desa is very famous. So these people, they divide. That is known as the dividing. The next is known as next is Samasya. Samasya means seeking the protection. How to protect the people? Because as a leader, I must do my duty is to protect people with so much of wisdom. I cannot. Wherever I fight, I may have to fight. Wherever I have to peaceful, I have to peaceful. Where I have to devotee, I must devotee. These are political science. Last thing is to make people happy. That is the duty of the king. King is the representative of the Lord. So therefore, you have to. These are all the things that were taught to these people. Then I told you the story of Sudama, Krishna and Balrama went, and Sadipani Muni's wife was the warden. So she has to keep the boarding and lodging looked after by Sadipani's wife. So Sadipani's wife was looking after wife, and I told you one day these people went there to get forest wood. I think I told you that story with all the. What's Saru? A story. Okay, a story. I didn't have to repeat again now. Then I told the story. Sudama went to forest to get. Okay. Now here what happened. So these people wanted to take leave of Sandipani. So then what happened at that time? These people, Sandipani, okay, please, I bless you and all those things. But his wife started crying. So, mother, why are you crying, mother? You see, you people are be here all along, all these months. I treated as if you are all my sons. You are going away. I lost my son. So now I am going without son. How can I live without him? What happened? Then he explains everything. Then Sandipani says, no, we will get back to your son. Please accept it as our Varadakshina. So where is it? Then Sandipani explained. He went to Prabhasa, ocean. The present Bay of Bengal was known as Prabhasa in those days. Bay of Bengal name given by British people. Before Bay of Bengal, it was known as Prabhasa. Prabhasa. Went to Prabhasa to take bath. After he never came back. So he went there. He was caught up as Panchajanya. Panchajana is Devan. He brought Panchajana, hand over, brought back the son, and gave it to him. He was living all these things under the protection, under the care of Devan. Now he was free, and he brought back and gave it to Sadipani's wife as their Varadakshina. And here now he comes back. Still, Uttava is still there, spending some more time. Several months he is spending. Then in the meanwhile, he called all the Yadus. Now let's come back to Mathura. Come back to Mathura. Now his Kapsa is not there because they all went away. So many clans, so many chiefs went away. He called everybody to come back. Now it is peaceful. Come, Ugrasena is the king. Ugrasena is father of Kamsa. He is the king. Place called Surasena is that is Vasudeva's father is the minister. Please come. Everybody came. People started coming. Then afterwards, he asked. Then in the meanwhile, Jarasandha got upset. Jarasandha's daughter was given to Kamsa. So Kamsa is no more. His daughter becomes a widow. His daughter did not want to die. She lived as a widow. So Jarasandha somehow other planned that one day I must kill these people. See, he made my daughter there. This is how most of the kings they have that rajogunam to take vengeance. So he told to Rama who taught that no vengeance. Krishna also taught no vengeance. Here is I told you this political side, one of which divided of it, no vengeance. Peaceful. People if they join united to hit you, divide them. It's your lack of talking. Divide them and don't make them fight unless it is compulsory, unless it is absolutely necessary. Don't fight. That does not mean that you are a coward. Peace living people is one we should do. So some say, I mean, seek protection of a ruler. You must be who tell your people that they have to seek protection from a ruler. This is what you should advise your people. So these political science were taught to these Krishna and Balrama. So when they came back here, they saw these people. He called everybody to come to Mathura. He made Mathura more and more crowded with people, with envelopes of people. But Jarasandha is from Magadha, adjoining state on the left side of Mathura. He was waiting. I must take, and he started coming. He came about nearly 17 times. He wanted to kill Kamsa, kill Krishna and Balrama. Somehow or other he could not find them. 17 times. So at that time only what happened? Then meanwhile the Uttava comes back and informs they are all happy. They are all happy. And Radha was happy because you gave a statue, your own statue, you gave 1.5 feet statue. He showed to everybody. See, here is Krishna is with us. He is not gone. He showed that Vigraha to all the people of Vrindavan and they are happy now. So that you gave a very, very good thing. That particular statue, 1.5 feet statue. That 1.5 feet statue, I told you where it is still now. I told you. It is in Udupi. That statue. In the 11th century, there was Madhvacharya. He taught Dvaita philosophy. That Dvaita philosophy means Ekaleshwara Krishna Arasva Bhritya. That is the only controller of the entire universe is Lord Krishna. The rest of the living creatures are only servants. That is his teaching. So people who used to listen to him in Udupi, there is a big merchant was there, the rich merchant. He went there with the ship to get some gold, jewelry and all those things. Came back with the ship and the ship was about to drown in the water, in the ocean. So this lady, his wife, his family member went and prostrated before Madhvacharya. Please save my husband. My husband is like this and whatever he brings it, everything is yours. He said, no, I don't want everything. I will take whatever I want. You take everything, please save my husband. So he comes to the shore, he stands there with his power, with his spiritual power. The ship was all right, came to the shore comfortably, and the merchant fell down, came down, and was taken away by his parents. Explained to him how Madhvacharya saved. He went to Madhvacharya, touched his feet, take whatever you want. I don't want anything. See, 3 boulders, you kept it at the other side of the ship. I want it. And I kept it because of the weight. Too much of weight was there at the left side. You know, to make it equal, I put the boulders, stones. Yes, I want those stones. Okay, he gave all those 3 stones. And they're all surprised. Why did Madhvacharya ask these 2 stones? Then he asked, break it, the first one. To break it, in between the stone, the statue was there. We went to Radha. That statue is now still in Udupi. And another Vigraha, Balrama, another Vigraha, in another Subhadra. You go to Udupi, you can see all the 3 temples are there. Main temple is this thing. In the temple, there are Krishna has got 8 wives. They could put 8 pujaris, mahut, you know what they call it. They call it a particular name. Every year, 2 years, they are in charge of the temple. After 2 years, turn comes like Krishna's 8 wives. So this is what they do it. So now here what happened? Then Krishna he started planning how to make Madura strong. As long as Jarasandha was there and his thing. And he did not want to kill Jarasandha. Why? When he is so much powerful, why did he escape 17 times? Because there are about 5 Samabalas, some equal strength people. One is Kishaka, the other is Hidimba, other is Duryodhana, fourth is Jarasandha, fifth is Bhima. These 5 is Samabalas, equal force for everybody. Now, if one person beats the other, second person, the power of the second person goes to the first. So, therefore, Krishna made the Bhima killed Hidimba. So, the entire power of Hidimba came to him. He is twice. Then he married his sister called Hidimbi and he got the Ghatotkacha. That's the story. Now, next is Kichaka was there, Duryodhana was there, Jarasandha was there. He made Kichaka killed by Bhima. And again, Jarasandha wanted to fight with Jarasandha. Then only fight with Duryodhana. So, by Duryodhana means he got 4 times more powerful than Duryodhana. But this Duryodhana learned art of mace from Balaram. So the result which did not, whereas Bhima did not learn. He may be physically more powerful, but that's a story later on goes on. Now here what happened? He called everybody. See here we must live with peace. No more war. No, the only Jarasandha. Forget about Jarasandha. I'll take care of Jarasandha. Nobody else will come. Then there is one more enemy there for these people. That fellow was a treaty with the Jarasandha. The Jarasandha said, you should join me in killing Krishna and Balaraman. His name is Kalavayana. Kalavayana is a Blecha. They call it Blecha. Blecha means he did not bring to Indian Hindu-Vedic race. Hindu. He was a Greek born. You can imagine in those days, Greek people, some of the Greek people came to India in those days during Krishna's time. So after that, one hero was Kalavayana, one leader. So that fellow was there. So these two are the permanent enemies of Mathura. And as long as Krishna was, Ugrasena was an old man, but Krishna had to take care of them. And one rich people, Satyajit, with the rich people, rich merchant, he's a jewelry merchant. He had one jewel called Samantaka Mani, given by Lord Sun. So whenever people are hungry, they pay for the Samantaka Mani, use food enough either for 1 or for 1,000 or 10,000. That is the power of Samantaka Mani. That is with Satrajit. Satrajit is the father of Satyabhama. Now here, slowly he has to earn now to get 16. He is Yavana. Now what happened? There is another place near Magadha, another place called where the Rukmi is another prince. His daughter, his sister is Rukmini. I forgot the name of the father. That will come next week. So he will slowly gets married to Rukmini. That's a different. Rukmini, I told you, Krishna, all his 8 wives, he did not marry. He was asked to marry. He was requested to marry. He was begged to marry. So he is begged to marry. In order to save their life, he had to come. The stories we'll see later on. How he got one by one. How he got all those things we'll see later on. So with this, Saru. So we'll stop with this. Okay, and then we'll see later on as an adult what Krishna did in Mathura and all. We did later on. Now you please come to meet me there. Let us have the question and answers. That's very good for this. So I think what time? 10:30. Come. I'll be here home up to 1:30. I'll be here. I'll wait for you. Okay, all right. Right. So Sairam to you. Right. Oh. Shanti. Sairam to all of you.
Sairam.
Okay, let us see.
Sairam.